It's your boy Masi Maserati, man. I'm checking in 478 TV gang.
Yeah, man. We out with Masi, man. Masi in the building. Shit, man. Just got down. Right us up to speed, man. What you got going?
What you got doing with that?
Shit, just back and forth.
Shit, right now, man, you know, fresh home. It's been out about 60 days. Back to the music. Working on the tape. I probably got like one more song. Shit, y'all can be looking for that bit like sometime next month.
Alright, so you know, we gonna take a little back, you know what I'm saying? I remember you had reached out to me a couple times, you know, you wanna do an interview, you know, around like when you first were coming out, like making music like a couple years ago, and you know, we gonna bring them like before we got to that point, like tell the people like where you from, where you grew up at.
From the Westside of Macon, like Kitchen Pride, you know, Unionville, Bellevue, Religion, the whole thing, but I'm originally from Kitchen Pride.
Like growing up on the west side of Macon, like what were some of the things you saw like growing up, like?
A lot of crackhead, like junkies and shit, like, you know, like a lot of shoes and shit, robberies. Like that was up in like when I got like coming up, it just like a lot of like I said, like a lot of crackheads and shit. But when I got like 16 and shit, like a lot of shoes and shit, robberies, you know, drug dealing.
Yeah. Like how was it like in your household? Like did you have like both your parents? Did you grow up with both your parents?
I had my mom and my daddy. He probably like him. My daddy probably left like probably like 5. He went in and out of jail and shit. So like all the way from like 5 until like 15, 16. Well, nah, probably from like 5 until like 18, my dad was just in and out of jail. But when you know when he went home and shit, he was down for a nigga. But majority, you know, I really just had my mom and shit.
Like what was you and your like dad relationship like?
For the most part, it was good. You know, my dad, he had me when he was young and shit. So he really had to grow up and shit. He had me when he was like 16. So, you know, he had to go through it, phase and shit. You feel me? But that my boy now though, you know, he do a lot for a nigga. Now, you know, he don't got his life together and shit.
Like, did you have any siblings?
I'm the oldest on my dad's side. On my mom's side, I'm the youngest son. On my mom's side, I got 3 siblings, and on my dad's side, I got 3. I got two little sisters and a little brother. On my dad and on my mom, I got a little sister, 2 big brothers.
You the oldest, you the youngest?
On my mom, I'm the youngest boy, and on my dad, on the oldest, on the older period, older first.
So like, what was it like growing up with all them siblings and you know what I'm saying? You being the oldest in the household.
With my dad and shit. My siblings on my dad's side, they like a lot younger. I got like one sister, she like 22, and my other sister, she 12. I got a little brother, he's gonna be 2. But on my mom's side, my oldest brothers, like we ain't like I said, like my dad was in and out of jail and shit, and like they had their dad, so like it was distant, but at the same time, you know, it was like love. I really just like my only full-blooded sibling, my little sister, who she's 22. So I just like used to be with her a lot of shit, like majority of the time. Like we grew up, like we tight.
What would you say, like people, like who was Masi like before the music, like coming up, like in the streets, in school, like what kind of student you were, like?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never just really fucked with school. I probably made it to like the 10th grade. I got shot. They kicked me out. So probably from like 2010 to like now just been like in the street, like, you know, I started going to school 2012. I was like 14, 15. I got kicked out of school.
What you got kicked out for?
I got shot, and they hopped on some shit like, oh, he a threat, like we ain't comfortable with him around the students, cause like back then nigga wasn't getting shot, bro. It was like 2013. I probably was like 15. Like the first week of 2013, I got shot. So they tried to make me go to school in Jones County. I just like, fuck it, I ain't never go back.
So what at 15, like what was you doing like once you know what I'm saying, wasn't going to school no more?
That when I really started, like I've been rapping, like, you know, just fucking around like running raps and shit since like 08. But I started rapping, like making music. I made my first song. My first song I ever put on the beat I made 2013.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I made my first song that when I first started rapping and shit. But nigga just in the hood, you know, nigga gang banging, nigga breaking their eyes and shit, nigga trying to get some money and shit.
Like what made you wanna make music?
I came from the box, I always think I really got a problem. I came a long way from the block. I was thugging on the block, had poppin' trying to solve them. Nigga shot my grandma's house with a chopper. The daddy got hit, he ain't fold to the cop.